Hello, in this tutorial we're going to look at using the Data Viewer web part with Business Connectivity Services. And the first thing I'm going to clarify is why you would want to do that. The first thing we're going to do is actually have a look at one of the out-of-the-box Business Data Connectivity Services web parts to display a list of information coming from an external content type. So we're going to choose the Business Data List web part and drop that onto our page. And we're going to configure it by clicking onto the link to open up the tool pane. We will choose the type of data that we want to connect to, which will display a list of our external content types. So in this case, we're going to select the products external content type, and we're going to choose OK. Now the view is going to show me all of my finder methods, of which there's only one in this particular example. And we're going to go through and hit apply. So the information has been brought back, but let's take a close look at it. You'll notice that although the data was returned quite quickly, one of the things that is apparent is that the data is not formatted very well. So under the unit price column, notice that we've got the unit prices to 4 decimal places, and that's certainly something that we're going to want to fix so that we're only displaying up to 2 decimal places. We might also want to highlight some of the information, such as the units getting low in stock or the products that are discontinued. Now to do any of that, you won't be given the option, if you go to Edit View, to be able to correct any of that behavior. We can't do any data formatting in here, and we certainly can't do any conditional formatting. So the only option that we have in order to perform any of this is to actually go into the XSL editor, and in that XSL editor we would need to go through and find the unit price column and fix that by setting the currency symbol and also rounding to 2 decimal places. Now it's already a needle in a haystack trying to find the point that I need to change in order to do that. It would also be a case of adding any conditional formatting in the XSLT dialog box as well. So with that in mind, what we'll do is simply just delete this web part off the page, and instead we're going to insert the Data Viewer web part from Lightning Tools. We will hit the drop down and choose Configure Web Part, and under the list of data sources we're going to choose the External Data Source Provider. As we click through to the Data Source tab, you'll notice that we can select the external content type, so once more we're going to choose Northwind. We can map some other methods to this one as well, such as the finder method, the creator method, the updater method, and the deleter method, which is something that you can't do with the Business Data List web part, albeit you can with the external list within SharePoint. So under the Columns tab, we can select the columns that we want to display, and we can go through to the Display tab, and we can apply that conditional formatting. So this time we will set the currency data type on the unit price field, and we could also do some conditional formatting. So what I'm going to do here is apply some formatting to the entire row if the product is discontinued. We'll hit save, and you can see that we've got the data with the conditional formatting and the currency formatting applied to the unit price column. Many thanks.